What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, girl, no, ain't no lose the mojo, Miss Ebony. You can listen and knock those orders out, honey. Hello, hello, Miss Wood. How you doing? Hey, Miss Miller. Hey, Miss Sonia. Hey, Miss Clayton. Miss Sandra. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Vicky. How you doing, love? Y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready for the live. You guys make sure that you are sharing. Share, share, share. Share the live. Sharing is caring. Like I told y'all last week, hey, Miss Smith. Hey, Miss Folk. We are going to be making tonight the infamous cap box. And I added a little bit of a twist to it. So we gonna see how it works out with my little twist that I added. Y'all know I have to be hecka extra. Okay, great, Miss Wood. I'm doing good. Yes, Minnie has graduated, y'all. And my baby is now a middle schooler. And I'm a little sad about it, but excited all at the same time. She is growing up right in front of my eyes. I want to show y'all her grad picture. Let me see here. I'm going to share my screen so y'all could see. That's Miss Minnie on her graduation day, holding her little certificate, honey. I am just so excited. Look at her, y'all. She is almost as big as me. She is almost my height, okay? I she gotta stop growing or I gotta start at least something. I don't know if I can grow anymore, but yes. And I got my little Minnie's little cash app up there. So if y'all want to show Minnie some grad love, you can cash app her. Say hi.
Hi.
Miss Gibson said congratulations to you,
Thank
Minnie.
you.
Hey, Miss Paula. Yes, this year was a big struggle. Miss Wood said congratulations. What is this, girl?
It's clay.
Oh, you know I don't do extra stuff. Miss Rivers said, "Hey, Minnie."
Hi.
Hey, Miss Waters, how you doing? Yes, that she is definitely my twin and almost as big as me. Miss Nicole said, "Congratulations." No, no, you're not. Don't rush it, honey. Don't rush it at all, baby.
Next year I will.
Don't rush it at all. So I'm working. I'm doing double stuff tonight. Minnie having her little graduation party tomorrow. And I started working on her little centerpieces that are gonna go on the center of the table.
My real name is Minnie.
Girl, they know your dang old name is Cameron, as much as I call you. And that's the little top there. So I gotta get two more of those out the way. This one gonna be the most luxurious one though. It's gonna go in the middle of the table. Miss Lisa keep making us proud. Yes, that's her little box, her little centerpiece that's gonna go on the table. We having her little graduation party tomorrow at the arcade. So I'm not going super big for the graduation party because then she gotta have a birthday party next month, y'all. So I will be on the live making some of those birthday party decorations because we're gonna be doing it half at the house and half at the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be we're gonna have a funky good time. Yes. Thank you, Miss Waters. Yes, yes, yes. We're gonna have a good time. You guys make sure that you're sharing, share, share, share. I'm gonna come on here and do a little bit of sharing as well. If Facebook will go ahead and load up for me, please and thank you.
Load it, load it.
Yes. Yesterday was a great day. We had good weather. The graduation was outside. It wasn't that hot, meaning it was a little hot, but it wasn't that hot. It was okay weather. for us to have been outside. So let me go. Let me make sure that I go and share for you guys as well. And get it in. Make sure that you guys are sharing also. I hate how Facebook never pulls up exactly what it is that I want. Okay, there's that. They're gonna share there. If you share publicly, like if your page is public or if you share to a public group, then you will get the shares badge on Facebook. I'm not sure if YouTube gives you a badge or not. Um, yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Minnie.
Bye.
She wants to get back in there to that game, y'all. She whispered in my ear, "Can I go now?" Oh, I seen you post, Miss Paula, about about your husband's retirement party. I think it would be cute to make like some badge centerpieces, like that, like an actual badge to go in the middle. I don't know. We could talk about it. I could inbox you about it, but I think that would be a cute idea. Yes, Minnie's birthday party. Yeah, well, yeah, she's going to go play Fortnite. And her birthday party is going to be centered around Fortnite also. Yep, she want to get back in there to that game. And I was going to go get us some snacks earlier. She texted me talking about, "Can you go to GameStop and pick this up or something she wanted for that game?" I get tired of that dang on game. I'm absolutely teetotally tired of Fortnite. Okay. Being Fortnite are not friends. All right. At all. All right. I'm trying to share to a couple of more places. Lord, they need to figure out, they need to know their Fortnite name so they can play together. Let me see. So somebody just said that I'm lagging. So let me go look and see if it'll show me. So I can try to fix it. Hey, Miss Angeline, let me know if y'all can see me clearly. Make sure that you're sharing. Share, share, share. Okay. Yeah, we get them hooked up on Fortnite, honey. They could become Fortnite friends. Yes. I don't. Facebook is not. Let me see here. Is it gonna give it back to me now? Let me know, you guys. Okay, somebody just said yes. I'm lagging. Okay. Let me go and see what I could do to fix that issue. Let me see. I got all my bars. I don't want to be lagging, y'all. I don't want to lag. Hold on. Okay. How about now? Let me know if you can see me clearly and hear me clearly now. And while y'all are doing that, let's do our roll call, baby. Yes. So my name is Gucci Crabs. If it's your first time watching me, we are live on the Gucci Crabs page on Facebook and on the Gucci Crabs YouTube channel. I am from the Bay Area, California. So let me know where you guys are watching from. If you rep your city and your state, please. City and state, please. Let me know where you are watching from. Make sure that you are sharing the live. Share, share, share. We're going to be doing the HATBOX tonight. It seems to be something that is super popular within the crafting groups. So I wanted to go ahead and take do my little take on it. Orlando's in the house, Casitas in the house, Long Island, Boston, SoCal's in that thing. Yes. Indy, oh my goodness, Miss Ebony, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I would die if I was out there with you. I would be headed right back to California. Anybody playing with them bugs? Riverside, GA's in the house. Greensboro, I see you. Chicago, Chi-Town, Memphis is in the house. Oh, we got a couple of Memphis people in the house. Hey, Miss Olivia and Miss Vicky. New Orleans, yes. Don't nobody say that baby like y'all say that baby. Y'all know I love it. Miami's in the house. Hey, Miss Shakira girl. St. Louis, first timer. Shakira gets on my nerves. Texas, Mesquite, Texas. How y'all doing in Texas? All right, North Carolina's in the house. Be more. I see you, Baltimore. I love it. Come on, y'all. Rep your city, rep your state. Let's see where we're all watching from. We got two B Moores back to back in the house. I heard that. All right, all right, all right. Yes. I love it. I love when we can reach everybody. All right, this is a new one. Romello, Connecticut. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Homestead, Florida's in the house. I'm trying to get back to the live to make sure I stay clear, y'all. For some reason tonight, Facebook. All right, I see that we got people sharing. Make sure that you guys are sharing. Sharing is caring. Make sure that you share. Now I can see my live, but it's not letting me actually see my video. So if I ever get fuzzy or anything like that, you guys just let me know, okay? Okay, let me see. Hopefully Facebook keeps us on because usually when it does me like this, it'll kick me off. So hopefully I can stay on through this entire live. We are going to be making a hat box tonight. I am doing it within Cricut. So we are going to learn how to create this box inside of Design Space. And I added just my own little twist to it. I told you guys last week where you can get the actual SVG from, and that's svgcuts.com. Hey, Miss Jerry, I see you. Miami Gardens, Florida. I see you, baby. Yeah, so I went and got the SVG from SVG Cuts last week, and I'm going to show you guys their website and how you can find it because I'm super, super excited about it. So let me share my screen real quick so I can show you guys. Ooh, not a video file. No, Lord. We want to just share the screen. We're going to share the entire screen here. All right, so SVG Cuts is under baseball cap. And it's $3.99 for the SVG. This is a very well-made SVG. They give it to you in several different formats. And they also have a little video here of how to actually put it together. But honestly, with the way that everything is cut, it's really self-explanatory. And there is a lot of different things that you can do with it. So tonight I'm going to show you guys how we open it up and how we can go in and take a look and how you can basically make this SVG your own, okay? So when we go, let me get me a Cricut window real quick, real fast. This is the stuff I was making for a minute. So we're just going to get us a new window. New project. All right, so there we go. So Now what I want to do is I'm going to go and open up the SVG. So I'm going to go to uploads, upload image, browse. And I believe it is this one. So this is a zip file. So I'm going to click on it. Oh, first of all, let me show y'all which one of these files I want. You can't open a zip file in Cricut, but when I open up that zip file, I'm going to double click on it. It says baseball cap SVG cuts. And then I'm going to click on, these are the separate files. So you have the baseball bottom, baseball top, cap 1, cap 2, cap 3. Okay. But I don't want to open it like that. I want, not this one. There's a particular file that they have that has them, all together. Here it is, the entire baseball cap separated, okay? So this one, if I open it, it's going to open into Cricut like this. It already has the measurements that you need for the particular size cap. I'm opening it like this with everything separate so that I am able to easily change colors and add the picture that I want to add in here, okay? So that's the one that you want to make sure that you open entire baseball cap separated, okay? So I'm going to go back here, go to browse, entire baseball cap separated, open. I'm going to upload it. Now I'm going to click on it and I'm going to go ahead and bring it into Cricut. Okay, so this is the entire file along with your score lines. Okay, so you have to just make those score lines. Now you don't have to necessarily have the score lines, but I found that it was easier for me to get everything together if I kept those score lines. Okay, so I don't have to resize anything. Everything comes in as is sized perfectly. And if you want to make the box bigger, you can make these measurements bigger, but I am going to go ahead and use the measurements that they have here. So I'm going to delete this little baseball because we don't need it. I'm going to drag these over here to the side. Now I'm going to leave that one flipped up like that. And you'll see why when I get ready to go and cut. And now what I'm going to do for each of these lines where it says basic cut is I'm going to hit the first one and I'm going to hold my shift button and I'm going to click on all of those lines. I'm just going to go down and I'm going to click on all of those lines. It's going to keep making me go back down, but that's fine. And I am doing this because I am going to turn them into score lines. Now I'm going to come over here now that I have them all selected, and I'm going to hit score. Now all of those lines turned into score lines, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach these so that it will cut my score line off of them, okay? And then this back one. So this one here, oopsies. Just give me this one, please. This one is at the very back. This is so that you're able to lift up the cap off of the base, okay? So I went ahead and attached those three. I'm going to go and I'm going to attach these. And I'm attaching them so that Cricut will not only cut them, but it'll actually score it as well for me. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this one as well. These two I'm going to not attach at this moment simply because I'm going to add a picture to the two of these, okay? And then I can attach my square line. All right, so all of these pieces right here are going to make our bottom. They're going to go on the outside of the cap area. If you're using a really, really thick cardstock, then you could probably get away with only cutting two of these. But if you want it to be super sturdy, you can cut all three out. And then this part here goes in the middle so it can hide where you've actually glued these sections here to the bottom of the cap, okay? So I'm going to highlight these. I'm going to change the color for all of these to black. I'm going to change the color for this one to gold. And I like it a little like that, to gold. And then this one, because they are attached, I have to click on the actual piece here. And I'm going to change that color. And just for the purposes of the project, we're going to say that it's red. Okay. So now that because I don't want to have to click on each one of these to change the color, I'm going to show you guys a little trick that you can do to avoid that. Okay. And then this part here for the cap, I'm going to click on one of those. And I'm just going to make that blue. Okay. This is not the colors that I'm actually going to be using for the project, but I'm doing it because I have everything cut out already just to show you guys how to actually set it up, okay? So now, because I don't want to have to keep clicking on each one of these pieces individually, I'm going to go over here to my color sync panel, and I'm going to click on color sync. Now from here, I can drop and drag, and it's going to just automatically change it to whatever color I drop it and drag it to. Right? I want this little top part of my hat to be gold. And I want these pieces to go ahead and change over to purple. So use that color sync panel. A lot of people don't know what it's for and don't use it, but it really helps. So now I've changed all of them to the color that I need them to be. Okay. Now I can go back over here to my layers. And what I'm going to do, because these are all set up, I don't have to do anything else with them, is I'm going to grab all of it. I'm going to group it. And then I'm going to take it off the canvas here for a second. All right, so now I need these because I want to put a picture inside of them. I'm going to use my rotate because they're pointing, they're facing down. I'm going to do 180 with the rotation, and that's going to put them right side up, exactly how I need them to be. Okay, and what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to take away the score line. I'm just going to click on the eye. That score line will go away. And we will end up bringing it back, okay? So what I wanted to do is I'm going to grab these two pictures and I'm going to insert them, okay? Now, keep in mind, let's make this a little bigger. I want you to keep in mind that this section here is going to be folded down. So if you have anything over here in this area, it's not going to show up because you're going to be folding it down. So you want to try to make it so that your picture will actually show up in this middle part if you're going to add a picture. I just decided to be extra and make the trend my own, okay? So I'm going to blow this up. I'm going to send back. And I'm going to size my picture so that I can get it to fit the way I need it to. Come on, Cricket. Let me give it a second. The picture is selected, but it's not letting me size it. Okay, there we go. Now, mind you, I'm not going to make any changes to this size because I want this to stay exactly the same, okay? So I'm only maneuvering my picture so that it will fit. Could you come on, please? Let me give Cricket a second to catch up to me. That's ridiculous. All right, I gotta make my picture a little skinnier. Trying to get as much of her dad's face as I can. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna highlight. I'm gonna need a little bit more of her. This worked out so much better when I was making it. Okay. Another feature you can use for this also is pattern fill. So I'm going to slice this one. So we're going to see his face right here, but this part is going to be folded. All right. It'll have the score line. So now I'm going to go ahead and where's my score line? And bring back my score line. I'm going to send this back. And there is my score line. I'm going to blow this up just a little bit to make sure that my score line is where it needs to be. All right, so now I'm going to highlight and I'm going to hit attach. Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys another way to get the picture inside of here as well. Is we'll go to upload. We'll go to upload image. Excuse me. We're going to go to pattern field, upload pattern. We're going to hit browse. And we're going to find this one here. We're going to open it. We're going to bring it in as a pattern. And where is it? We're going to click on that one. We're going to change it to a print and cut. Then we're going to click on pattern. We're going to find the picture there. And now we're going to edit the pattern. And we're just going to bring it down and see if we can better get it in there. So pattern fill and slicing are options for filling any object with a picture within Design Space. All right, so we got them. And then I'm going to bring it over just a little bit. Bring it down a little bit more. And there we have them right there. We're going to go ahead and bring back in our score line. We're going to highlight and we're going to attach. Make sure that one is attached. We're not going to change the size to anything. All right, now, where is our group? We can put our group back on our canvas. And you can do that with any shape that you wanted. Even if you wanted to add, make the front of it pictures, or if you wanted to add pictures on the inside of these, or even if you didn't want it to do a print and cut because you wanted to make sure that this stayed a little sturdy. I'm using printable glitter cardstock for these print and cuts so that it will still have some stability, the hat itself. But you can do a print and cut with just like sticker paper if you wanted to add pictures around the rim so that when they open up the box, they could see the pictures going around the rim, or nice little quotes or something like that. Okay. And then, of course, like I did earlier, you can decide which colors you want everything to be. So we can go ahead and ungroup this. Doesn't matter. It's going to cut out the way that we need it to cut. Also, on the back of the cap, I added a little message. And I said, number one, dad. Right? So I have this here. And we're going to change the font on that a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh. Okay, peach cakes. I still want to have my hashtag there. Let me see what this one looks like. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to bring it up here. And I cut this out of cardstock, so I made it gold. And I'm going to curve it. So that'll be on the back of the cap. And we will make sure that it cuts out with our gold. All right, and then I want to put, this is going to be 49ers, the one that I'm doing. And so I want to build the 49er logo for the front of the cap. The hashtag number one dad, the little top piece for the cap, and then the bib portion here are going to be in like a mirror gold. And so what I want to do is I want to create the logo so that I can have the gold for the 49er logo be in the mirror gold as well. So I'm going to go and I'm going to create an SVG for myself inside of Cricut. I'm going to show you guys how I did that, how I accomplished the little piece that I made, okay? But from here, for everything else, to simply just make the cap, you can go to make it. These are going to be your print and cut items. This is going to print and cut and score for you, okay? This one is going to do your scoring. And I will show you what I mean by score for you if you guys do not know what it means to score or if you don't know what the scoring tool looks like for Cricut, whether you have the Air 2 or the Maker, and I'm guessing that the Cricut 3, which I want ever so badly, but I need them to come out with new colors because they only got one little funky color for the 3, and I want a pretty color to go in there. For it to go in there with his brothers and sisters. So I need them to give me some better colors. But I'm sure that the Explorer 3 will utilize that same stylus tool, and I have it here. I have one for my Maker as well, but I only brought out the one for the Air because this is what I use to cut the hat. But it has all of our pieces separate. Now, remember I told you guys I was leaving this piece flipped up the opposite way, and that is because, darling, I am going to move it to another mat. Okay, so you see, I want to move this one to the mat with this one. Okay, so I'm positioning it exactly where I want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and hit move. I'm going to hit the 3 dots and I'm going to hit move object, and I'm going to be moving it down to this one. I'm going to hit confirm, and you see when it moves in the exact position in which I had it on the previous mat. Okay, I don't know why Cricut didn't set these up so that you can cut 2 at a time, but you can definitely cut 2 at a time. Okay, then I'm going to go to this mat. I'm going to move this over here to the side. I'm going to hit the 3 dots. I'm going to say move object, and I'm going to move it to this one here. Confirm, and there we have it. I always move a little bit away from that red line just in case you don't get things lined up all the way. You give yourself a little bit of space if you're not exact on the mat. Okay. And same thing here. Move down just a little bit. Give myself a little space. All right, so that's that one. And then I'm going to show you guys how to go in. I have it here. Ooh. I got an echo. Miss Shakia has one on her site. I'm just now seeing y'all comments. Miss Shakia has the cap template on her site. This one I got from SVG Cuts. Should have told me last week, Miss Shakia, that you had an SVG for the cap, and I could have played around with yours. So we would go to continue. We would just let Cricut do its thing and cut all these pieces out, okay? Now to make our little SVG, I'm going to open up a new window. I'm going to say new project. Okay. Now I'm going to go to upload. I'm going to go ahead and hit browse. I am going to upload this 49er logo and hit OK. Hit complex, continue. I'm going to make this a little smaller. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away the red. I'm going to take away the gold, take away the black, take away that white. Then I'm going to take away that white there in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to hit continue. I'm going to upload it as a print and cut. I'm going to insert my image. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to get a shape. I'm going to get a box, my little box here. I can finally see myself on the live. But I want to make it so my window is bigger for y'all. Hold on. There I go. Okay. I want to take me away. There we go. So you guys can just see the screen. Makes it a little bit bigger. Okay. There, that's a little bit better. All right. So then from there, I'm going to go ahead and highlight everything there, and I'm going to hit slice. And I actually, I'm going to do this again to make sure I don't get those little pesky lines. I don't want the lines. I can always get rid of them, but I would rather not have them. Now I'm going to slice. Get rid of that part. I'm going to go to contour. Oh, this gave me all those stupid little lines. All right, let's go through and remove all of these little bitty dots here. And I'm just contouring these out. Jesus Christ, why are you giving me all of these? My goal was to try to get rid of them before I brought it over here so I wouldn't have to do this. Too many. Jesus Christ. Don't even look like it's that many on there, but it is. All right, we want to get rid of all of those. And then we want to get rid of these middle pieces. No. Let me take this up here. I want to get it out of its circle. See, Cricut used to show you what exactly it was you were taking away when you did your contour, but now it doesn't do that. You have to click out of it. There we go. You have to click out of it to see. All right, let me go back in. There's one more. My goal is to have it open like that. All right, so let's go back. I wish they didn't take away that feature. There we go. And now I'm just going to use my slice feature to avoid those little lines. So I have to go back in there. I'm going to just try to slice this SF out of there. Without the lines. There we go. No lines. All right. Now, because I wanted to have like that double effect, I now need the inside. Hopefully this gives it to me solid. No, that's not what I'm trying to do, Cricut. It should give it to me solid. Let me see what happens when I take that away. Yeah, there we go. All right. So now I have basically like this outline for it. So I'm going to turn this black. And for right now, we will turn this one red just so we're able to see it. Eventually, it is going to be done with a white glitter. So it will match the pictures in the hat. So there I go. That is my goal for the SVG. All right. So now I have the SF there. I'm going to group it. I'm going to go back to upload image, browse. And we're going to take this one, upload it again. And I'm going to upload it as a cut image. All right, then I'm going to take that and I'm going to insert it. It is oval, so the sides can't be equal or it'll be into a circle. So I'm going to do this 7 by 5. That gives me that oval shape. Then I'm going to do another one. And we'll turn this one white. And we will make this one. I could just move it to lock it. Just to fit within here. And I absolutely moved the shape of that. Hold on. I want it to stay the same shape. Just be a different color. Then we're going to do another one. And we will make this one gold. And actually, this one should be gold. This one will be red. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all 3 of these. I'm going to go to align. I'm going to go to center horizontally, center vertically. Then I'm going to go ahead and group this. I want my red now to be white. Bring front. And to give this a more of an oval shape, let's see. Here we go. And we can even, yeah. And that looks more like the logo. Now I can highlight it. I'm going to group it. I'm going to go ahead and copy it. And I'm going to go to that other window where we have the cap set up. And I'm going to paste. And I'm just going to size it to one of these caps. Cap leaflets. So that I know that it will fit. Want to make sure that I stay clear of that score line because that part is going to be folded. Right? I'm going to highlight that. Let me see if I can get that right in the middle. Not too far over. That looks good. And so when we go to cut this, we're going to have the SVG for the logo that's going to go on the front. And I could have just did a sticker and cut this logo out, but I decided that I wanted to create the SVG to put on the top because I wanted the golds to match. I wanted it to be like that foil mirror gold. Okay. Let me stop my share so I can see all of your comments. If I can't see it, let me see. Yeah, SVG cuts. They've had it for forever. But Miss Shakia said that she has one on her site. Miss Shakia, you can drop your link. Yeah, it all depends on which one you open. Which one you open, Miss Jerry, for this SVG is very, very important because then you'll get some. They have one where they're basically welded together, like the pieces, like these little pieces. And I didn't like that because I wasn't. It was hard for me to maneuver and change the color. I had to do too much to do that, so I wasn't finna do all of that. Okay, so here is our printed piece, right? And that's the glitter cardstock. This is printable glitter cardstock from Walmart by Pen and Gear. Okay, glitter inkjet cardstock. Michaels also have the 12 by 12 cardstock that you can print on. I just wasn't gonna. I didn't want to use the 12 by 12 printable because I needed Cricut to cut it out, and I didn't know how well those registration marks were gonna print out on that 12 by 12 paper. So I just used the 8.5 by 11 paper, and I was able to do both of them on one sheet. Okay. So scoring. So using the score line. Oh, and this is, I already put the SVG logo together, and I did it because these pieces are very intricate and small, baby. So the SVG that we just made, this is it. This is how it cut out. So I have the glitter cardstock. I have the black in the back, just kind of to make it look like it's 3D. Then I have just the plain red cardstock, and then that mirror gold is going around it. And I did my hat flap in that mirror gold. And then I've already put the number one dad on the back. And I did this already, y'all, because these pieces are so small. I did not want to lose them. I already think that I lost my little piece for the top of the hat. But I couldn't glue that on. So I'm going to have to try to find that or cut it so our hat will be complete. But I put the number one dad on the back already as well. Right, and that's in the mirror gold also. So you can coordinate, how you want it to match. Let me, oh, whew, yes, y'all. I have my little top of the hat piece. And I mean, this with me, like we're working with the SVG, like it's like endless the things you can do to change and all that stuff. And then they have all kind of pretty cardstock that you can use. So this is a mirror cardstock that I got from Michaels. It's 8.5 by 11 for this mirror cardstock. Okay. Now, when it comes to scoring, this is the scoring tool that I used on my Air 2 with Cricut, right? And what this does is it creates a line for you so that you are able to fold your project over just right. It already creates that little, you see that little line there? That came from the scoring tool. And that's going to ensure that when I fold these over, that they're going to fold right at that line, just like this one did. Fold it right at that line. My fold is nice, sharp, and crisp, and even. And so that's why I use the scoring tool. The same with these. It scored it already for me. So all I have to do is come and just fold it in just a little bit. Went right over on those, okay? So we're going to start putting this hat together, y'all. What I have that I'm going to be using is Craft Bond glue. So I have, this is a dual tip. It has like a little precision tip at the top. And then this one has just where you can just roll up. It's just a glue stick. And I use this glue stick to put together the, here it is. I use this glue stick to get together the logo itself. I like this glue because it does still allow you to have some room to move around. But it is a permanent glue. So this is on this ain't going nowhere. I don't have to worry about anything falling off the hat. And it's even glue the red cardstock directly onto that mirror cardstock. Sometimes anything that's shiny or like with this glitter cardstock, you might have an issue with gluing it. I haven't tried to glue this glitter cardstock to this regular lightweight cardstock. So I do have my heating gun here just in case I'm unable to get those to actually come together with the regular glue that we have. And inside of the box, what we made last week, I'm going to be putting our sublimation tie, bang, bang, niner gang. So it's all going to go together along with the cufflinks. So we have those on the side, the sublimation ties and the cufflinks. That is what's going to go inside of the box. Okay. So let me get my little things together here so that we can start putting it together. Okay. Uh-oh, what happened? I didn't know. Okay, I'm like, please don't let me have closed y'all out. And let me bring in my USB camera. And I'm not a 49er fan, but I wore the shirt today because I was going to be putting this together. I'm a Raiders fan all the way. Let's take away Minnie's little banner so that you guys will be able to see. Here we go. And I'm going to move my computer back some. And actually move the camera in front of me. That way you guys can get a better look. Okay. So I'm going to put some of these pieces to the side. So that we can start gluing. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our base together. Let's not lose this. This goes to the top of our cap. We're going to get our base together. So what I did is I have this really, really thick cardstock. It has to be more than 100-pound cardstock. I think it's just like maybe 120-pound cardstock. It's really, really thick, and I had to cut it on glitter cardstock on Cricut, but I'm going to be using this for the very bottom of my base. I do have some 65-pound. It says zoom out a little bit. I can't, this camera don't really allow me to zoom. I can move it. I hope that's better for y'all. You can let me know. Uh-oh. Okay, I hope that's better. Like I said, this is really, really thick cardstock, and then I have some 65-pound cardstock, and you can see the difference in the thickness for these. All right, so I'm using a very, very thick one at the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with this glue. And I'm just going around. I'm not squeezing out a whole lot of glue. I'm also not going all the way to the very edge with the glue because when I get ready to put it, the other one on the top, it's going to push the glue to the edge for me. All right, so that's that one. I'm going to make sure that I get this lined up as much as I can. And then because this glue does allow me to move it around some, I'm able to do that to make sure that it is all even. Right? Now I'm going to do the other piece. A little bit more here. And this is a textured cardstock, so it kind of has the texture. So is the red one. It kind of has the texture of like a leather almost. So I'm going to take that and make sure that it is lined up. And you see, by not using a lot of glue, I don't have a lot of glue seeping out. You just let the glue find its way to the edge. You don't have to glue directly at the edge. Just making sure that it's all lined up. And this glue dries clear, but of course you want to be really like generous with it. All right. So there we have it. That is our base. So we're going to set our base over to the side. All right, and now we are going to start to put together the actual, what's going to be the inside of the box. This is going to make the inside of our box for us, okay? So we have 6 pieces. And what I'm going to do for these is I'm going to use this glue pen. This glue also allows you to have a little bit of room to maneuver as well. And I'm just going to go and paint my tips to make sure I get it really good. We want this to be really sturdy because this is what is going to hold the product that we put in there. This is going to keep everything together. And we want to make sure that when we glue it, that we're able to do this. See how that corner is overlapping? That's what we want, okay? And we want to get it straight on that edge as possible. All right? Now we're going to do the other side. And I'm just rolling, getting a good amount of this glue on there. And I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure that it lines up. And you see I'm able to push this out or push it in with this glue. And it's a little bit more stable than this wet one. All right, so I got that side, those three put together. Now I'm going to put the other three together, and then I am going to connect them. I found that it was easier to do it that way than trying to connect them all at once. So three, and then connect them to make 6. I'm going to put this over my thumb so that I don't get any glue on my thumb. And I'm giving like a good amount of glue. I need this to stay together because whatever it is I'm going to put in this box is going to be within these walls. These are the walls of the box. And all of this glue dries clear. And you can fill these boxes with whatever you want as long as it'll fit. As long as you can get it to fit, get your cap to close, you can fill it with whatever. I've seen people put shot glasses. I've seen people put pictures of loved ones inside. I've seen a couple of AKA boxes made with like the stemless wine glass put in there. So I'm doing this in regards to Father's Day, but these caps are universal. You can use it for anything. Dang it. Okay, what I'm doing. Oh, I folded this one the wrong way. Dang it. Dang it to hell, Betsy. This one got folded the wrong way, but it's okay. We'll fix it. I'm just going to wipe some of this glue off. Yeah, now it'll fit. I'm like, why won't it fit? Because I folded it in the wrong way. But it's all right. With my score line right there, y'all see how easy it was for me to flip it back over. And my line is still crisp. I love that scoring tool. If you're paper crafting, it's really going to help you. And I, again, am using this craft bond glue. You can use any glue that you like. If you have particular glue that you like more than another, feel free to use that one. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach the 3 to make my little octagon, okay? So we'll do this side first. And you don't have to do it that way. I just felt that it was easier for me to get it together like that in pieces. Instead of trying to connect them all because you want to be able to keep the shape. All right, let's do this one first. All right, now this side. And I'm not being shy with the glue. Like, and this one, because it's like the stick glue, you can put a lot on here and not have to worry about it like seeping. So that's why I like this one. And we want to make sure that we have that good shape. See our octagon there? And we can see our bottom, how it is on the bottom. Right. So we're going to sit that to the side. We let that dry just for a little bit. And now we're going to put the actual hat together. Okay. So we know that this one is going to go at the back. Hey, Miss Cindy, we're making the hat. This one's going to go at our back. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to fold down on my score line. It's also a little score line here at the top. And this is 65-pound cardstock. You can definitely use a heavier cardstock if you like. I'm just folding down, making sure that line is crisp. All right. Minnie is crazy. She just answered the phone. Hey, girl. All right. So that's that one. Now let's do this one. And again, I use the Cricut scoring tool to score this so that my line is already there. Now, if you don't have the scoring tool, what you can do is you can turn those lines. Remember how I went and I took those lines and I made them into score lines? You can make those lines in, you can make them into score lines. And then what you can do is you can have it cut. So then you can make them into square lines. You can go back to and switch it back to cut, or you can just select the line and have it cut for you. But if you do the score lines and you turn them into a cut, they have like little splits, like boom, 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 like it's perforated for you. So that's an option if you do not have the scoring tool. But right now, Joann's has all of the Cricut accessories on sale for 40% off. And so what I did is I went to Michael's and I showed them Joann's 40% off. And I was able to get the scoring tool for $6.59. So $6.59 right now. They have it. and that's not bad. It'll pay for itself if you're going to be doing a lot of paper crafting, or if you're going to be making some of these this season. Father's Day is 9 days away, but again, these hats are versatile. You don't necessarily have to use them for Father's Day. So I've already folded these. And so now I'm going to decide where I'm going to put the pictures. Show what I think. So I'm going to attach them to the back panel. Yeah. So I'm going to attach the pictures to the back panel. I'm able to, let's see. Yep. All right. So I'm just going to go through. Now this one I'm worried about. I might have to use my my heat gun if this won't stick, if this glue will not make this glitter cardstock stick. The glitter is not really raised on this paper, but you never know. I'll have to look up what the finished dimensions will be, but I use the exact dimensions from the website. I did not modify. But I did hear that there are some bigger files out there, but I think with this file, you can maneuver it to make, definitely you can maneuver it to make it bigger. It's all in SVG form. All right, so we got that glue. Now I'm gonna go and glue here from the top. Now this does take a little bit of finesse. Because at the bottom, you're kind of forcing the paper into position. But I think it's going to do good. That's our first part on, our first picture on. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. And just like the bottom part, I'm going to do 3, 3, and then put it together. And we want to be generous with the glue because we don't want it to fall apart, baby. I tried this last night with double-sided tape, and it worked so good until this morning, and I woke up and all the double-sided tape was disconnected. So glue is the best for this. I'm trying to make it, keep it so that y'all can see. But you know, sometimes you have to be at certain angles to get things right. I'm just going inside, pushing down to make sure that paper stays on the inside as well. I do have some gold foil tape that I may use over the seams. I'm just gonna see how I like it, if I like it with or without the seam. All right, so that's the back part of the hat. Okay. Now we're gonna put the other three pieces together and then we will connect it all. All right, so let's clean our glue. This is actually a very fun and therapeutic craft. It's very easy, you guys can see, to put it together. I thought it was just gonna take like forever because I was reading horror stories about people trying to get them together. But I think if you get the right glue, then you're good. Now, if you like using this particular glue, this liquid glue on these little intricate squares, I think it's harder because you gotta push and you might just have a bunch of extra glue seeping out of the sides. So I think the glue stick is best for this. Now get a crafting glue stick. Don't go to Dollar Tree and get that school glue. Get the permanent bond. This is for cardstock and paper crafting and stuff like that. So it's going to, this glue actually gives the paper, makes the paper a little hard. It gives it like a secure texture. All right. So we got that together. Now let's get it together. All right. Shit off my hat. All right, now I'm going inside, making sure that it's all laid down. Getting that curved part is very important because that's what's going to shape your hat. I like to put the glue onto the scales because then I can it lets me maneuver them a little bit better that way, if that makes sense. I don't know. I tried the tape, I tried the glue like on the flat side instead of the scales, and I felt like putting it on the scales let it hold a little bit better because you're giving each one of them some glue. And if you know, this is going to be something that people probably think is really cool and they're going to want to keep opening it and, you know, showing it off. And if you don't have your seams really secure, then it's going to fall apart. So I just think that putting it on the actual little scales gives it more stability. Now you can glue it any way that you want, but I like it better this way. And it may take a little bit longer to glue it the way that I'm doing it, but Sometimes good things are worth waiting for to make sure, especially that this seam does not come apart. We want our seams to stay. And this one, I want to move this seam out just a little bit. Okay, huge. All right, so now what we got to do is we got to get the two parts together, okay? Oh, Lord, somebody is letting off fireworks outside. 4th of July ain't till next month. They're already getting started. All right, I got to figure out the angle on this. Uh-oh. Let me do it like this. Oh, that is like the neighbors, y'all. They are right outside doing that crap. So I'm going to get it on there, get it where I need it to be, and then use the slickness of the glue to slide it right into place. Then I can go and push on that seam because I have my curve. The curve is really like the most important part there, that you get that curve right, because that shapes the hat. We're going to need to let this one. We need to let this part dry just a little bit before I do the other side. Let me push it back down, and what we'll do is we will do our base. Our base should be dry enough by now for us to go ahead and glue the base down. And I'm going to let this seam dry a little bit before I close the hat up. All right, so we'll let that side dry a little bit. Now we have our base. The template, I got this template from sbgcuts.com, but Miss Shakia LaVille also has a template for it. So I'm going to put this down. Want to make sure that it's lined up. Ooh. I want to make sure that y'all don't fall. But I want to make sure that this part lines up. I had turned it towards me. With the back. And we can push it out to form our shape. And the corners go a little bit over the sides. That's how it's supposed to be. Right? So now that I got that, I'm going to go ahead and add my glue. Y'all can see me adding the glue. Being very generous with the glue. Remember, these are the walls. These are going to hold whatever it is that we put into our box. All right. Now I'm just going to go on the inside and push down. Okay, Miss Shakia says she has the traditional snapback template. You can drop your link, Miss Shakia. I'm just going to go in here with this. And press down really hard. So that this stays. I don't want it to be lifting up at this section here so that when they pull the cap, pull the top off of the cap, it stays. All right, so that is the walls and the bottom flat. We're going to add in our little decorative piece here. So we have the gold flat there. Y'all can barely see the back of this because it's white, but I'm just going through, making sure I don't get any glue on the cuts. All right. I'm going to put this portion down here. And with this mirror, any glue that you get on it, once it dries completely, you can rub it off. So I'm just giving a little push to make sure that it secures. And I can clean up any excess glue. Our fingerprints, this mirror, if you got something on your hands like lotion or something like that, don't work with this mirror because it will show your fingerprints, honey. You can always get it off with alcohol. That is the front. Okay. Now, our middle piece, I made this with a really thick cardstock as well. You're going to put this down so that it hides all of your folds. Okay. So, I am going to put the glue on the inside here. And put the glue, I'm putting it more so closer to the edge of these than towards the back so that it doesn't seep out the sides, because the point is to hide the fact that we had to glue everything in there. Okay. This also will help you with the shape of your box as well. All right, we go through and we push. And because we didn't put the glue at the very back edge, when you look in there, you aren't able to even see any glue. We don't have any glue seeping from our tabs here, so you're not able to see a whole bunch of globs of glue in there. That's what we don't want. We want it to look nice and professional. And I used a thicker piece of cardstock for the inside just to give it more stability. So if you're using the 65-pound cardstock, then I would suggest maybe cutting out 2 or 3 of these just to give your base some more weight, right? To hold whatever it is that you're going to put in there. If you're going to put something heavy, I've seen people do shot glasses or wine glasses or something like that. And this is cardstock, it's paper. So the thicker cardstock you use or the more cardstock that you piece together, the sturdier it becomes. Okay. So that it's not falling apart by the time they get it. All right. So that is the inside. That's the walls. That's the bottom. That's our decorative flap there. So now we just have to finish the actual cap that is going to go over. Hopefully this seam has some time to dry for us so that we're able to maneuver. This part is the part that takes some finesse because it's like you're trying to keep all these little pieces glued together. And keep the shape. All right, so we want to make sure we keep the shape of our hat. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay down my glue. And again, you don't have to glue it like me. I'm doing every little tooth, little scale. You can just throw some glue on the other side if you want to lay it down. This way, I just feel like it's going to be more secure and the seam will hold because each scale has a generous amount of glue on it. All right. All right, now let's open this bad boy up. Okay. Too far. Too far over. Sorry, y'all, if I gotta be at a weird angle, but I gotta make sure that I get the curve right while making sure all of this stays together. Yeah, come here. You can do it. Get where you need to be, baby. Okay, I need to do this. Want it right on the line. And I want my curve to be right. I'm going to hold that a little bit so that stays in place there. And see, I want this. If you're a little bit too over, then that seam kind of sticks up, and that's not what I want. I want it to lay just like all the other ones. But it's all in how you curve it. Okay. So we have the number one dad in the back. Thank you so much for the stars. All right, so that's our back with the number one dad there. Then we have the front of our cap. And then at the very top here on our cap, we're going to put our little gold dot. There it is. And that is why the tips fold in like that. To fit our gold dot. Got a little piece here that wants to come apart. You might need a little bit more glue on that. All right, I'm going to hold that seam there. And I'm going to have to hold that a little bit. So I'm going to hold that just for a little bit to make sure it adheres. And that is to that the printable cardstock. It's glitter cardstock, so sometimes it takes a little bit more to get that cardstock glued. I may have to actually pull out the hot glue gun. It's just my top seams that seem to not want to stay with that glitter cardstock. I'm going to push that in a little bit more. And I'm going to have to give this one a little bit more glue as well and hold it. And I do want to see how I like it with the gold foil tape going down. I'm going to see. I thought I brought it in here with me, but I'm going to have to run and go get it out the crafting room. Hold that like I did the other one. Oh, come here. Okay. The other one looked like it's staying. Give a little hotness. Run a little breath on it. Hey, Miss Wilson. Dang it. I'm touching my hat with my glue. All the rest of the cardstock is cooperating with it. And I'm just touching it, touching everything with this glue. Okay. Now, before I put that one there, let me go. Yeah, I may be forced to use that gold tape because that seam does not want to stay. I'll be right back. All right, so I have this gold foil tape, and I'm going to see how I like this on the seams. Let me see, let me see. I definitely got to go down lower. All right, I think it's time for me to break out my hot glue gun on this seam right here because it does not want to stay. Let me hold it from the inside. Okay, that seems to be working. And then this one. Here we go. Okay, now all of my seams is where they need to be. Now I can test out this tape. Let's see. I don't think it'll stay. It doesn't want to stick to the glitter. Let's see. And this is gold foil washi tape. It would be pretty if I could get it to stick. I don't like that. It won't stick all the way down. So that's ouch. It'll stick to the actual card stock, but it doesn't like the glitter too much. So we shall leave it. We'll leave it out of our plans. We got a good shape there. We got our seam. So we're just going to add our finishing touch here at the top. And then we'll add our logo to the front. And then our cap will be done, baby. So I'm pushing those ends on the inside to the top of that cap so that they stay glued down. So we have the back of our hat with our picture panel. That's going to be our front. So this is the panel we're going to stick our 49ers on. And we'll use this one. Oh, let's wait. We don't need all that. Let's scrape some of that. I'm just scraping some of this extra glue that I put on there off. We don't need all that. Oh, I forgot one. Okay, this is the front panel right here. And lift it up so y'all can see me put it on. I'll just try to get smack dab in the middle of that. All right, so we got our front on there. And there we have our hat. We have our SF logo. Some people I've seen take it and they will add like the little hat thing, the 97, 90, whatever the heck it say. On the snapbacks, they'll add the little sticker there in the front to make it look authentic. I just added a little twist in it and put pictures on the back of the hat and the number one dad. And there you have it. With our 49er logo. I love the way this logo came out. The white in there is glitter cardstock. You can't really tell, but it's glitter cardstock that will match the glitter that we have for the pictures because I used the printable glitter here. I wish I had a better quality picture of all of them together, but that's the only picture I could find with Cam and her sister and her dad. But the one with him and her came out really, really clear. Oh, 5950 sticker. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Miss Miller. I'm like the sticker, the sticker that go on the front. I don't know what the heck it say, but I think I'm gonna add one of those too, to the front of it. Come through when it's all dry, and I'm gonna clean off just the extra glue that's on the glitter. I mean the foil part there. But there's our hat, just with a little twist. We just added pictures on the side panels, which you can do or not do. I wanted the pictures to be in the hat, right by in the back, right by the number one dad. You could have took them and put them here in the front if you wanted to. Doesn't matter where you put them. All the panels are the same except for this back panel. This back panel here is the only one that's different, and that's because the idea is for them to open the box from the back like that to make it easier to open. Yes. So what I'm going to do to let everything dry so that this is not glued to the box is I'm going to leave the hat portion of it to dry separately. And we got our little gold piece up there at the top. Now I'm going to let it all dry. The glue, again, is going to make this cardstock hard. So it'll have a sturdier feel to it. But I like the way it came out. I love the way that SF logo came out with the gold there. That excites me. All of our seams are in place. And that's why the top is important that you fold in the top of your seam because the hat basically, the top of the little sticker there basically hides it. Whew. And there we have it. Simple. That was easy. Only struggle was getting those seams to stay together. And I think if I hadn't used the picture cardstock, they'd have stayed together just fine. But it is glitter. So sometimes, glitter can be a little gritty. The tape, this washi tape won't even stick to it, which I think that would have made a good, cool addition to have the gold seams going down, but it won't stick to it. So we ain't worried about it. Put the top on our glue so our glue doesn't dry out. If you guys make this craft, I would love, love, love to see it. There's so much you can do. And then what I'm going to do to the inside is I'm going to add some of that paper thread that you can get from the Dollar Tree. And then I will put in the sublimated tie. And let's see. I'll fold it and make it all pretty so he can see the Bang Bang Niner Gang when he opens it up to match. I'll figure out some way to make it pretty inside of there. And then the cufflinks as well. So we have the tie and the matching cufflinks. I'll send y'all a picture when I make it pretty and fold it down so that it fits down. I'm trying not to stretch out the walls too much because we just glued everything. So everything still has to really dry and harden and set in place. So I'm not going to do too much more maneuvering to it. I'm just going to let it sit. But y'all see the SVG was perfectly placed for us. Um, Using the scoring tool really helps with getting your folds correctly because in paper crafting, those folds and those seams are very, very important to the outcome of your project. If you don't get these seams right, if they don't stick together, you can see, the gaps, or you'll be able to see the teeth. So it's important that you get the seams right. And with this, I think the most important part of this is the curve. Because if you don't get that curve right, then it's not going to look like a hat. So if you can get that curve right, then you're good. If you don't get that curve right, then you don't come out looking like a hat. So that curve is very important. And I'm going to put this down because, baby, we got it glued right where we need it to be. And it's in the right shape. And we'll go ahead and put this down. And this, the bottom, y'all hear that? It's already starting to dry and get harder and harder. And we have our, I'm going to sit something on the inside of this to make sure that our yellow portion stays down. And we're basically trapping that in with this bottom piece. So with this bottom piece, we're not only closing off so you can't see that we've glued this down on the inside, but we're actually giving this the wall some extra security as well. So I'm going to throw that candle in there just to put some weight on it to make sure that everything stays glued down. And then I'm not going to do any more maneuvering to it. I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone, my loves. And let me switch back to my camera so y'all can see me. Yes, I'm I think this craft was very fun. I had a good time making it. I even had a good time like practicing it because I did like a little dry run last night and did some cutouts on it and did different methods. Like I said, I did the double-sided tape, which looked like it was gonna hold, but when I woke up this morning, it was gone. It all fell apart. But the bottom portion, I did some of it with the glue stick and then some of it with the glue pen, the liquid glue. And I actually like the pen a little bit better. I feel like you don't have as much runoff from the glue or globs of glue that you can see. And again, all of this dries clear. This particular glue is for crafting. So wherever if you're doing paper crafts, try to use crafting glue because you know that it is going to stay. So this glue by Craft Bond is acid free. It's photo safe, so it won't ruin your pictures. And it is a non-toxic glue. It's made by Elmer's. They're the same people that make the school glue, but this glue in particular is made for crafts and it's a permanent glue, so your stuff is gonna stay. Okay. And this Michael's had this. How much was it? This came in a pack where I got this glue, the pen, a really big glue stick, and like a medium-sized glue stick for I think like $8. But if you use the 20% off coupon, then it's even cheaper than that. But it's worth it. It is so worth it. And I mean, I barely used any of this glue. I still have a bunch of this stick left. And this is my second one, like my second run with it. So I could just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. There's even more glue left on there, but I don't want to roll it all out. But I love it, you guys. So if you do this craft, please post it in the I Teach Crafts group so I can see what you have done with the hat. Or if you've already done the craft, post it. And so I can see like what you guys have come up with, what ideas you used. You can say, what products you use, what glue you used, if you use the scoring tool, if you fold it by hand, to give other people some tips, because I think this is a really fun craft. And I'm excited to do another one. I'm going to make a Steelers one for my uncle also. So this is for Cam's dad, and we're going to do one for my uncle in Steelers because he likes the Steelers. So I got all the stuff to make his, and it's fun. Yeah, it's super fun. Like I love it. It's relaxing. The machine does all the work for you, and if you get this score tool, you don't even have to worry about folding it correctly because the line is already there for you. All you doing is flipping it over. Y'all seen how easy it was for me to flip over the little folds, even the one that I had folded the incorrect way. I had folded it on the wrong side because my line was there. I just flipped it back over and you couldn't even tell. Love it. And right now, again, Joanne's got, because they just came out with the Air 3 and the Maker 3, all the Cricut accessories, there some of them are on sale on Cricut. They're only 30% off on Cricut's website, but Joanne's right now has them 40% off all accessories. And so what you won't do is, if you don't have a Joanne's near you, even though Michael's will not take competitor coupons, they will match competitor price. So I just got the two green Cricut mats at Michael's. I think they're like 21 or something like that. But Joann's, because they have the sale going, it's $9.49 for the two standard grit mats. That is a deal. That is a heck of a deal for those the real Cricut mats. Be costing, y'all. You heard my Ebonics, be costing, because they are very expensive. But if you can get two mats for under $10, that's a steal. So I went and got two brand new of the standard grit mats today, and you can never have too many mats. I love multiple mats because you can have everything already lined up for yourself, and all you got to do is when one come out, put the other one in. One come out, put the other one in. So it's always good to have multiple mats. Let me see. Let me see how many shares we got, darling. So we have YouTube and the Gucci Crowd's Facebook page are both tuned in right now. Let me see. And we're also in a couple of groups here. So let me see how many shares we got. If Facebook will give me the live. It had gave it to me, then it took it away. So let me try to go back in, go out and go back in. Come on. If you have not already, if you learned any little thing, or if you liked anything that you've seen in tonight's video, your digital currency is how you can show me love. And by digital currency, I mean click like, click share, follow. That is digital currency to me, my loves. Let me see. Okay, we got 16 shares. Thank you for the stars. Whoever sent stars. Miss Sandra sent stars. Thank you so much, Miss Sandra. Miss Angeline has her sharer's badge. I love it. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Miss Jackson. All right, so we got 16 shares. Let's see if we can get up to 20 shares. What I want to do, let me see something real quick. I hope y'all might be able to see me. Y'all might not be able to see me. Give me 1 second. Let's see if we can get up to We're at 16. Let's see if we can get 25 shares real quick, y'all. 25 shares. We can do 25 shares. 25 shares. Then I will drop a coupon code that'll get you guys 10% off of your entire purchase on iteachcrafts.com. That is where you can purchase the tie and cufflink set that is going to go inside of the gift box that we're making, and a bunch of other things, y'all. We got molds, and we got sublimation blanks and digital files. There's a bunch of stuff over there that you guys can get for crafting. I'm working on hopefully getting, hey my love, I'm working on hopefully getting the mystery box out to you guys, are out on the site this week. And the crafting mystery box is going to have some of everything in it, from molds to rhinestone transfers to sublimation blanks. You never know what you're going to get. Miss Sonia, you said you see 28 shares. Let me take a look. You never know what you can get inside of the crafting mystery box, and I'm going to try to drop that for you guys on the site this week. And I'll come on and do a little live to let y'all know that it's there. And I'm going to do it. It's going to be anywhere between $50 to $65 for the box. But of course, the value of the things in there is going to be worth far more for you guys. I'm trying to clear out inventory because we have a bunch of brand new stuff that is going to be coming in for the summer. So it is time to purge the store. All right, let's see. Okay, y'all did. Y'all went in there and did. Y'all want that 10% off, huh? Because this now is 38 shares. Okay, we went from 16 to 38 up to 30, not 38, 30. I appreciate y'all. Love it. Okay, so the coupon code for 10% off the entire site. Anything on the site is gonna get you 10% off. Is, drum roll please, HATBOX. HATBOX is going to be your coupon code that will get you 10% off. Let me edit it. Let me see. 10% off your entire purchase. All right, so you're going to get 10% off your entire purchase with the coupon code HATBOX. So if you type in HATBOX into the site, no matter what it is that you're purchasing, it is going to give you 10% off. HATBOX is going to be the code for the night. Again, for the SVG for tonight, I got mine from svgcuts.com. I asked Miss Shakia to drop her link for hers, but I didn't see her drop the link. But Silaholics Anonymous is Miss Shakia Lavelle's site. She has an SVG for the hat file as well. She has the snapback version. You can go over to her site or to her page, Silaholics Anonymous, and check that out. I am just in love with this. I'm really in love with how this came out. All the little pieces I had to glue together, them little bitty pieces, it came out really, really good. I like that logo. And the number one dad, that came out good. What else? Oh, you welcome, Miss Angeline. And let me see. Oh, Minnie, if anybody wants to show any grad love to Minnie, Cash App is PS465DS. Minnie graduated. If y'all missed it, let me show y'all my baby picture. Show y'all how, let me share my screen. Hold on. I can just share the window. Oh no, it ain't open. Okay, I'll share the entire screen. And well, that's Minnie, but that ain't the one I want to show y'all. Where is it? This one. Look at my little pooter. She almost as big as me, y'all. There's my love. My little twin. Y'all see, I don't... Look at that. I probably got about another year and we going to be eye to eye. She is growing so, so fast. I'm very, very proud of her. She is off to middle school, you guys. I was proud of that stole I made for her, too. It came out really nice. All right, you guys. So let me put the coupon back up there one more time before I head out. The coupon code is HATBOX for 10% off your entire purchase. So no matter what it is that you purchase on the site, you'll get 10% off if you put in HATBOX. Okay, since we made the HATBOX tonight. And one last little look at our HATBOX all put together. I'm being real careful with it. This glue is already starting to harden, so that's good. So there is our HATBOX. That's our front with our gold bib there. And we added some pictures there on the back. So we got a little extra fancy with our box. That number one dad. And then there's another picture there in the back for our back side panels. And then for our inside, very careful. Very careful. That's what our inside looks like. Our walls are really sturdy and put together well. I'm in love with it. I love it, love it, love it. So we're going to let it sit. Mommy's always on for 2 hours. This moved a little bit on me. We're going to let it sit and get all the way dry. And then I'll take a picture, you guys, when I'm ready to put all of the things I'm going to put in there, and I'll post it onto the Gucci Grass page.
Yep, we're going to post it together.
Y'all heard me. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Miss Angeline said congratulations again, Minnie.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, have a good weekend.
Have an amazing weekend.
Minnie said have an amazing. What is that on your face? What, you back there eating chalk or something? What is that? Jeez. Anyway, you guys, have an amazing weekend. Per Minnie. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please follow Gucci Crafts on YouTube, Gucci Crafts on Facebook.
Gucci Crafts on everything.
Gucci
Crafts. Soon to be TikTok.
Soon to be TikTok. As soon as Minnie teaches me how to do TikTok. All right, you guys. I love you and have a great night.